class we learned about the nervous system and their important parts. That is the brain, then spinal cord and the nerves. So today we shall understand about the sense organs. We all know what are sense organs. They make us aware of the world around us. And we have 5 sense organs. Which are they? Yes, eyes, ears, nose, tongue and your skin. Okay, so now let us study each sense organ one by one. The first one is eyes. So eyes, what do we use our eyes for, children? For viewing any image, right? For seeing things around us. Also we can show our expressions, correct? And these eyes are like ball-like organs which are fitted into the socket of the face bone. We studied about the bones, right? The face bones. So there is a socket kind of structure here, present here, where our eyeballs are fitted into it. Okay, and eyes have externally eyelashes and eyelids. These eyelashes and eyelids help to protect our eyes from the dust and dirt. Okay. Next, these are the parts present in our eyes. Okay. So there is one iris. Okay. I-R-I-S, iris. It is the colored part of the eye. Pupil. This is an opening in the center of the eye. There is a cornea which is transparent in color and it is present in the front part of the eye. We have lens also and retina, which is where we find photoreceptor cells. And we have optic nerve. These are the sensory nerves. Okay. Now I will show you the structure with the help of an image. So children, this is the structure of our eye. Okay. So now the outermost part, the front part, we have the transparent layer, that is the cornea. Okay. Then we have next to that is iris. The colored part of eye is the iris. Okay. See, here you can understand clearly the colored part. We come to know the different colors of eyeballs, right? Then this is the blue color is called the iris. The color is due to the presence of iris. And in the center of the eye, there is an opening called as the pupil. The center of the eye, there is an opening called the pupil. Okay, it is in the complete center where the light passes through it. Okay, then at behind we have a lens. So our eyes actually act as a camera, children. I will explain you how. Then this part is the sclera, the white part. The white part of your eye, what you can see is the sclera. And behind there is the retina. Retina. This part is all retina. Okay. And we have here optic nerve where the signal passes through the brain. Now let me explain you how the eyes work. Light enters through this pupil, the opening of the eye, and it reaches to the lens. Okay, the iris here helps to allow the light. How much light has to be allowed? It controls that iris. Okay, the light falls on the lens, and from the lens it reflects back in the retina of the eye, where the image will be formed upside down. Okay, if the image is here like a straight pencil, you are viewing a straight pencil here, but the image formed but the image formed will be upside down like this. Okay, in the back of your retina. These optic nerves, what they do? They carry the signals to the brain, and where you can see, okay, so optic nerve will carry the signals which are captured here by the photoreceptor cells present in the retina and will give to the brain. Brain will again process the information and tell us that what exactly we are seeing. Okay, in the brain the information will be processed and we can get to know that we are seeing the straight pencil here. Okay, so this is how our eyes function. Okay children. So now let us learn about how to take care of our eyes. For taking care of our eyes, first we have to wash our eyes properly with cold water. Children, use cold water and use your own handkerchief or your own towel. Don't use somebody else's. And then you also have to, whenever you are reading, keep the book little far, a foot distance. Okay. Then if you are finding difficult, sometimes you find difficult reading, right? So that time what you have to do? You have to visit your doctor for the eye checkup. Also you have to practice regular eye exercises and have a good diet which is rich in vitamin A. That is your leafy vegetables, the yellow and orange fruits and vegetables, also milk. Okay. Now coming to the next sensory organ, sense organ, ears. So ear has three parts. Okay. The outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Now ear helps us to hear the sounds, correct? We will learn even about that. First let me explain you what are present in outer, middle and inner ear. So outer ear has pinna or the auricle, which you can see the outside part of the ear, the visible part of the ear. Okay, this ear, the pinna or the auricle helps to capture the sound waves. Okay, it helps to capture sound waves and it again pushes that waves inside our ear through a canal called as auditory canal or ear canal. Next, the middle ear consists of the eardrum and three tiny bones. Okay, three tiny bones also called as ear ossicles. Also called as ear ossicles. So these waves travel from the auditory canal and it falls on the eardrum. Okay, there is a small drum-like structure in the ear that is called as eardrum and it reaches to the three tiny bones. Then the three tiny bones vibrate and it reaches and what happens? It passes the waves to the inner ear where we have cochlea. It is a shell-like structure. Okay, and semicircular canals where the vibrations they will increase the amount there. Okay, and so that we can it passes through the sensory nerves which carries the signal to the brain. Okay, and return back from the brain to the organ and it helps us to understand what kind of sound we are hearing. Let me show you the image for that. Okay children, see this is the structure anatomy of our ear. So this is the outermost ear. That is we call it as a pinna or auricle. Okay, this is ear canal. That is the auditory canal. Then when the sound waves reaches here, it hits on the eardrum. Okay, it hits on the eardrum. This eardrum will separate the outer ear from the middle ear. Okay, this part is the eardrum. And here inside we have three bones, very tiny bones. These are the tiniest bones present in our body, the ear bones. Okay, it reaches to these bones then what happens? This vibrates and sends send the wave to the cochlea. Okay, so this is the cochlea, shell-like structure, and the semicircular canals. These are the semicircular canals, and from here it will reach to the ear nerve. Okay, the sensory nerve. Okay. So you understood, children? How do we hear the different sounds? How are we able to hear them? Okay. And also the ear helps us to maintain balance. Now we are standing here. It is because of the ear also. There is a liquid in the ear which helps us to maintain the balance. Sometimes you get dizzy, right? That time the balance, the liquid present in the ear gets disturbed. Okay. Now taking care of our ears. How to take care of our ears? Yes, we should clean it regularly, and if we have an earache, we should visit the doctor. Also, we should be far away from the loud noises. So loud noise, they are very harmful for our ears. Okay, so what you can do when somebody bursts crackers, firecrackers, you can simply hold your ears, cover your ears with your hand. Okay. And you should also not put any sharp or pointed objects like pencils, matchstick inside the ear. Never do that. Okay. Okay, children, now coming to the next sense organ, that is our nose. Nose helps us to smell. Correct? It helps us to smell things. So what happens? Nose, the upper part of the nose. If this is the nose, the upper part of the nose, it will have many nerve endings, hair-like structures. You can also feel that, okay, when you put inside, there are very tiny hairs, and these hairs are connected to nerves inside. Okay, what happens is when the air particles, we breathe in the air particles, the particles move to this hair. And there are nerves present here, nerve endings, which will take the signals, okay, which will take the signals and pass it to the brain. Okay, so the brain will process the information and help us to understand what kind of smell we are trying to feel. Okay, and the nerve, the sensory nerve, which carry the signals, are called here as olfactory nerves. Okay, children? In the case of eyes, it was optic nerve. In case of ears, it is, in case of nose, it is olfactory nerve. Now, how to take care of our nose? Whenever we get cold, okay, we should clean our nose regularly. We should blow our nose using our own handkerchief, okay, and take steam. And also when your nose gets blocked, what happens? The nerves present here will get contracted, okay, and it cannot take the signals, proper signals. That is the reason you can't smell the food or the things properly. Okay, then coming to the next sense organ, that is our tongue. So tongue helps us to taste. Okay, so tongue has numerous taste buds on it. It has numerous taste buds on it. Okay, which helps us to taste the food. Even these taste buds are connected to the nerves, which in turn carries the signal to the brain, where it processes the information and send back of the information like what kind of food or what kind of taste we are having. Taking care of tongue. We should clean our tongue along with brushing the tooth. Okay, and don't take too hot or too cold items like very chilled ice cream or too hot tea will burn your tongue. That means it will harm the taste buds and you won't realize the taste later. Now coming to the next sense organ, that is our skin. So skin is the largest sense organ in our body, as the skin is present all over the body. Okay children? So the area of the palm and the foot is the most sensitive area, because there are millions of nerve endings present in this area. And skin, it helps us to feel the things, right? So sometimes we feel hot, if we hold a substance, we feel the substance, right? So that is because of the presence of nerve endings in the skin. These nerve endings carry the signal to the brain, and from brain it gives back the message to us, saying that what kind of item or a thing we are holding. Okay. Now, also skin helps to remove. Skin has lot of pores in it. Okay, which helps to remove the waste material from our body. It also has sweat glands within it. That is the reason we sweat a lot. Okay. Now, how to take care of our skin? So we should first of all, we should take bath every day, clean our body. Okay. Even the body includes the head to toe. Okay. Then we should use our own articles, which we should not use the articles belonging to somebody else, like your comb, then your clothes, also towels, handkerchiefs. Okay, whatever you are using, use separately for yourself. And if you get something like minor cuts or injury, please take care of that wound properly. Okay, if the wound is major, please visit the doctor. This is how we'll take care of our skin. So, by this we are ending with the chapter nervous system. Now let us do the TB exercises. Now children, open your textbook. Open page number 192. Okay. And here we have again right or wrong column. The first one says cerebrum controls the muscles and balance of the body. Wrong. Cerebellum helps in controlling the muscles and balance. Vertebral column protects the brain. Even this is wrong. Vertebral column protects the spinal cord. Taste buds help us to speak. This is also wrong. Taste buds helps to taste things. Reflex action is under the control of the brain. Is it children? No, it is under control of spinal cord. So put a cross. Mixed nerves carry messages in both ways. That is correct. Now come to the TB exercises. Choose the correct option. First one, which is the largest part of the brain? Cerebrum. Put a tick here, cerebrum. Second question, which of these keep the eye clean and moist? The correct answer is tears. Put a tick on tears. Third one, which of these nerves carry messages to and from brain? That is two ways. Mixed nerve. Put a tick on mixed nerves. Now coming to the B main, give one word for the following. The first one is the largest part of the brain. Take your pencil and write down neatly. Cerebrum. Cerebrum. C-E-R-E-B-R-U-M. Cerebrum. Second one, part of the brain that works even while we are sleeping. So, write down here medulla. M-E-D-U-L-L-A. Medulla. Then next, the colored part of the eye is called iris. Right? I-R-I-S. Iris. Next one, the nerve which carries messages from the eye to the brain called optic nerve. O-P-T-I-C. Optic nerve. N-E-R-V-E. Last one, the opening in the iris is called pupil. P-U-P-I-L. Pupil. Now moving on to the D main, match the following. The first one, cerebrum. Cerebrum controls our sense organs. So write here 1. Next, medulla. Medulla controls our involuntary activities. So mention 2 here. Mention 2. Third one, skin. Skin has many nerve endings. So write down 3. Fourth is cerebellum. Cerebellum controls movement and balance. So mention here as 4. Okay. Last one is spinal cord. Spinal cord controls the reflex action. So mention here 5. So children, I hope you have understood this chapter very well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the interactive sessions. Also, the question and answer part will be given you in the form of PDF files. Okay? Thank you.